Hi, this is Melissa Lloyd with the Valley City Barnes County Public Library, and it is a make and take craft day, and so the craft is animal hand puppets. So we have a couple of puppets to choose from. We have a piggy, a kitty, a monkey, a cow, a frog, and a giraffe. And so if you would like this kit, you would call the library at 845-3821 and tell us, how many you need. We have a few left. So all that comes in your kit is the puppet. You will need at home, a permanent markers, or if you have fabric markers, those work as well. You can also, you might need an iron, or the other thing you can do is use the dryer setting on low, and once you're finished coloring the, time out, start over. Once you're done, let me start over. Once you're done coloring the puppet, then you stick it in the dryer on the low setting, and for about 10 to 15 minutes to help set the color. So it's a really simple craft. Let me show you some coloring that I've done, and that's pretty much it. So here you see I have my lovely giraffe hand puppet. I'm gonna quick stick my hand in here, and right now he's kind of playing. So we're gonna have to do some coloring. So I'm gonna take a brown permanent marker, and if you're using a permanent marker on your table, you might want to stick like a piece of paper in between if you're worried about bleeding, or underneath. It doesn't bleed too bad. I'll show you here in a minute. It depends on the color you're using. I notice with red that bleeds a little bit more than, say, like brown. So as you can see, yeah, it doesn't bleed through too badly, but it, of course, like I've seen on the red ones. Let me grab a red real quick. On the red ones, like we'll do red right here. And here. It's a little bit more of a darker color, and so it might have the chance to bleed a little bit more. So yeah, you didn't see, it didn't bleed. So, but like if you were to paint it on here or color on here, it might bleed through there. So it also depends on how heavy of a hand you use on your material. This is cotton and polyester, so it should hold up well. So, and the thing about creating your animals, you can do whatever you like. So I'm using brown to color in the spots of my giraffe, but this is my giraffe, and I can do whatever color I want. And so, as you all know, I'm a big fan of purple, so I think I'm going to do some purple spots, because I love purple. Once you're done coloring, you're going to stick this in the dryer, or you're going to use an iron on the low setting, and then you can press that. And again, you're going to want to use a thin cotton towel to protect against the iron and the material. Oh, look at that purple. That's a pretty purple. I'm going to do that on the other side here. And then after you're ironing it, that'll help set the color so it won't bleed. But then what else you can do is you can take glitter or sequins, or what else can you do? Anything, fabric, yarn. Let's see. And then you can add it and make your animal puppet really, really fun. And then once you're all done decorating your puppet, you can, once you're all done decorating your puppet, you can name your puppet and do a puppet show. And if you have a really particularly funny show or a really good show, you can make a video of it and send it to the library, because we love that stuff. Let's see, what else should I do? I want to try some yellow. Yellow's another color I like. See how well that shows up. That looks pretty good. And if you ever, what you can do is you can look up what a giraffe looks like. And if you want to go with those colors, you can. Or, since this is your imagination, you can use whatever colors you like. And you don't have to do giraffe. Like I said, we have monkeys and cows and pigs and what else? Frogs and a kitty. So, and they can be whatever color you like, because it's your animal puppet. And the other thing you could do is you can create a story. So it's Tails and Tales is the summer theme. So you want to create a story about your animal. So right now I have a giraffe, and we should name him, right? So what's a good giraffe name? I'm trying to think of a good giraffe name. There's Jerry the giraffe. I don't know if I like Jerry. Josephina the giraffe. I like alliteration, so JJ. JJ the giraffe. My nephew's name is JJ, so I don't know if I want to use JJ. What else? George. Oh, do you think this is a giraffe named George? I think so. I think this is a giraffe named George. So we're gonna name him George. And a good question to ask is, what kind of day is George having? Is he having a good day, a bad day, a colorful day? Is he sad? Is he happy? You know, what is happening in George's life? So maybe George the giraffe is lonely. Maybe he doesn't have any friends. And because he's got such a long neck, he has a hard time making friends. So then maybe one day, oops, I got some on me here. That's okay, mistakes happen. Maybe one day, as he's eating, because giraffes eat a lot, he's sad, but he meets a monkey in a tree, because monkeys live in trees. And he's so startled that he stumbles backward, and the monkey just starts to laugh, and this upsets George, because George doesn't like being laughed at. And so he hangs his head real low, and he's super sad, but the monkey is a nice guy. And he says, "Why are you so sad?" And he's like, "Well, you made fun of me and you laughed at me." And the monkey apologizes and says, "I'm sorry, I didn't know, I didn't mean to make you sad." And he's like, "Let's go do something. Let's go to the watering hole and scare the cow," because you know, the monkey's a trickster. And he says, and of course George is like, "You want to hang out with me? Well, that's cool. I'd be okay with that." And so they go to the watering hole, and the cow is sitting there, and he's drinking water and chewing his cud, because that's what cows do. And the monkey sneaks up on Mr. Cow and goes and makes a loud screechy noise. And this, of course, startles the cow, and Mr. Monkey just laughs and laughs and laughs. And the cow, who's used to Mr. Monkey's gags and jokes, splashes the monkey with water. And he turns around and he meets Giraffe, and they have some fun. They splash each other with the water, and then they play and swim, and although I don't know if monkeys can swim. I'm sure the cows and the monkey, well, I'm overthinking of it. Let's not think about it. So they're sitting there playing in the watering hole, and Giraffe realizes he's not quite so lonely anymore, and he's having a really good time with the cow and the monkey. And we gotta do blue. Just gotta do blue. And so we have the cow and the monkey and George the giraffe playing in the watering hole. And do you think George is lonely anymore, or do you think he's feeling pretty good? I think he's feeling pretty good. I think he's enjoying himself, and I think he and monkey and cow will be really good friends. So that's my little story about my puppet, my giraffe, George, whom I've named George. And that's something you can easily do with your puppet. You just make a little story, and you can make it a happy story, a sad story. You can make it a story about friendship. You can make it a story about tricksters, because those are always fun stories. And you can make it whatever you want. I want one more color to do with this weird green color. I like this weird green color. There we go. And you can take your time with this. You don't need to rush through this because you've got the time. And you want it to look nice. All right, so that's my giraffe. He's super cute, isn't he? So this is George the giraffe. So say hi, George. Hi, George. Hi. So, all right, so if you would like an animal hand puppet, then please call the library at 845-3821 to request your kit. We have plenty of puppets left, so if you have more than 2 or 3 kids that you would like to sign up for, that's fine too. If you have any questions, of course, you can call and we'll be happy to answer them. And I hope you have a great day. Bye.